What is up, guys? Ripley Gamer here with another Strangerville video. You thought that Agent Kellogg was going to be the only star of Strangerville. Wrong, because meet Doctor Felix Roman. And I got that inspiration as soon as I went in, because I was chatting with the disembodied voice, that is my boyfriend, who you are all familiar with, and he suggested perhaps making a second character for it. And I went with that, so I said, cool, I'll make a bloke. And this sim popped up, and I was like, I know exactly what kind of character we need for this series. We need a doctor, scientist bloke who is a little bit of a trendy hipster. And that's what the look ended up being, and it worked so well. I ended up I was having a bit of trouble with trying to fix some of his features, so I was trying to get the nose right and just making his face a little bit smaller and making everything just look a little bit more symmetrical. But Dr. Felix Roman will be accompanying Agent Kellogg into Strangerville. As Cassie is in the secret government, she's an intelligence officer, so will Dr. Roman here be a scientist from the science division. He works at the Future Sim Labs. He reports to the higher ups at the sim version of the CIA, and he has been told by his superiors that you are going to Strangerville with Agent Kellogg because you're going to be looking over our science division, supervising them, seeing how they're getting on. Because I'd say he's quite high in the science career, would be kind of an idea. Some of those, oh yeah, you can see all my CC is gone. So I recorded this right after they did the patch update, so all my mods, I'd taken them out, and then my game updated, I put them back in, but they were all been disabled, so I hadn't enabled them. Yeah, and this actually helped me, because then I remembered where those skinny jeans were from the last video that I've been looking for. They're not in the women's, they're in the men's, that's why. And he's got a pretty decent look. I wanted to make him ginger. That was my first, this is what he has to be. He's got to be ginger. And I was struggling with trying to find the correct hairstyle, because for some reason, looking at these, some of them don't match very well. A lot of the hairs, they look good on darker hairs or blonder hairs. Not a lot of them work for ginger, personally, when I was looking at it, because I was just this isn't working. That hair was a bit too much. That looked alright, but I think it just made his forehead a little bit big. That one, I wasn't too keen on that one, but I ended up going with one of the more shaggier shortcuts. And I feel like it worked quite well on him. I was debating on Get Famous hairstyle. And it just didn't look right. That, I think, was one I was considering, but then I went with something else. That top knot could have worked. Yeah, this was the hairstyle I went with, the romantic garden hairstyle, the hair, and it looked, and we gave him a little bit of a beard as well. So he looks like that lecturer you see in a university. Oh yeah, this was me showing my boyfriend what he looked like with a big beard. But he looks like one of those young professors who recently gets their PhD and they're teaching classes, and they're like, hey guys, I'm Dr. Thing, but you can call me this, that kind of thing. I've kind of met people I've met lecturers like that, sadly, but him being a science one, not so much, because my boyfriend has told me about his science, about a lot of his teachers in his course, and as his words put it, the younger ones are pricks, the older ones are chill. And also, he has a really eccentric professor who I kind of want to meet, because I want to see just how crazy this guy really is. So I had to take those earrings off, didn't realise he had them, but I gave him the glasses, give him some model ones for his party look, but he looks really trendy. He's that cool young lecturer who recently gets a job at the university after they graduate from getting their PhD kind of thing, and I wanted to give him a decent suit jacket that kind of highlighted that. But that won't work to get to work one, so he's just looks kind of he's the trendy, I'd say he's also quite a youngish, I'd say if Sims had ages, he'd be 25, 26, and he'd be quite high up in the science career, and he's going off to Strangerville with Agent Kellogg to investigate the town, essentially, because that's what they're going to be doing. They're kind of, I'd say that they're not exactly Mulder and Scully, so it's one of those, but they're close enough. It's close enough, except nothing's aliens with these guys. This guy's more of science, and she's more weird shit's going on, I gotta investigate it. But I did give him the erratic trait, because I don't really give that trait to a lot of my Sims. Because, I mean, I remember when that used to be called insane. I don't know when they changed it to erratic. It must have been in, like, the last year, I think it got updated to erratic. Oh yeah, my boyfriend wanted him to keep that outfit on, but I went against the grain on that, because I was like, nah, it's not just going with the character that I'd created with this guy. So I gave him that, a nice blue waistcoat. That looks pretty trendy on him. I do like the vampire shoes. They work quite well for a formal wear, making him, you know, a nice decent, like, workout outfit. I love those Get Famous and the fitness and movie stuff, like, bottoms. They're quite cool. I use them a lot for working out outfits for my male Sims, because while male Sims don't have a lot of choice, they do have some decent clothing. And this was also noticed he was way too skinny, so I had to kind of, like, buff him a little bit so he looked like kind of lean, and also he keeps in good shape for his job. And again, love those Get Famous trousers for pajamas and workout gear. That I saw and I was like, no, that is not the outfit he's going to be wearing. I didn't even know that was a thing in the game. I didn't realize they put that in the Get Famous badge, because it looks absolutely ridiculous. Now instead I went for something just a little more trendier. Like, I think I used the jacket and I changed the jacket, because I gave him those camo trousers, and then I gave him, like, I gave him that jacket, and I think, did I change it after? I think I changed the jacket. No, I don't think I did. I think just changed the trousers, because they kind of made his legs look a bit fat, I guess. And then gave him those, and then just gave him some decent little things. But I'm looking forward to playing this guy as well, because I think him and Kellogg are going to be an interesting duo to the series. For the series, I kind of want to see what shenanigans they'll get into as they investigate the town. I don't think they'll make romance, like, spark between them. I think they'll just more of they're good friends kind of thing. And also the white coat, 'cause he's just like, yeah, I'm just that cool. And then I gave him that cool little coat piece there. I like that one. I didn't realize he was wearing a necklace, so I might have left that on, but that's fine, because I think it looks alright on him. I think it looks quite alright. He's quite a little trendy guy, a trendy professor. I quite like that on him. Yeah, those were the skinny jeans from Get Famous that I realised were in the blokes, not the women's. And then I was struggling to find his aspirations, so I gave him archaeology scholar, as kind of maybe that was like his minor when he was doing like his doctorate in like physical chemistry thing. Chemistry, or just more of like general like theoretical physics, maybe. He's a genius. He's also quite crazy. He's also slightly erratic, so him being kind of weird scientist would make it kind of funny. And then I was struggling to give him like a final trait. I think in the end I went with, I gave him, what did I give him? I was thinking about giving him the jealous trait, and then I changed it, but I forgot what that last trait I gave him was. I think it might have been, was it active? I don't want to give him geek, 'cause I feel like geek and genius are too synonymous. But I forgot which one I've given him. It'll tell me in a bit. I was debating on a vegetarian, and I just smacked my mic. Then I gave him the neat trait, so I made him like quite clean. Named him Felix, and then I saw Roman pop up on there, so I was like, yeah, Doctor Roman, that works. And he is a doctor. I'd be addressing him as Dr. Roman or Felix or Dr. Felix Roman. So I made sure that he was like, see, he's like a scientist who works on the oh yeah, I couldn't type in Strangerville, it didn't let me. So it's Dr. Felix Roman, government scientist working with Agent Kellogg. He's going to be in the series as well, and I like the way he looks. I'm actually quite proud of this guy. He looks really cool. He's going to be very erratic, but I'm hoping that he'll have some interesting things happen to him in the series. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm very excited for Strangerville. Bye!